Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory go into the Almighty Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. And hey, I got some articles lined up here today that I'm gonna get into. Okay, not gonna make this lesson too long because we already know what's going on in the scope of Babylon the Great, in the earth in general. Okay, with this whole juice, but you know, it's just more unrighteous decrees coming down the pipeline. Okay, they've already have some in place, and now life is basically being made hard on those that refuse to go along with Esau's agenda. Okay, and for the brothers over here in Babylon the Great, these things are coming to the states. These things are coming very very soon, and it's going to be in your face. Okay, so it's like, hey, it's about to get real. It's about to get real. On top of the famine, on top of seditions, on top of wars and rumors of wars. These things are all happening simultaneously. Okay, a lot of judgment is going out. A lot of prophecy is coming to pass right now. Okay, and we got to stay on top of it and also build our faith in this time. Okay, because like I said, it's about to get real. It's about to get real. So the first article I'm gonna get into, this is a Washington Post article, and the title is "When Being Unjust Means Being Locked Out of Public Life." Okay, which we've been saying for a while now, that if you don't, bow down to Esau, if you don't worship the image of the beast, that you're gonna be an outcast of society, that you're gonna be outside of this world. You see? So it's already here. All right. So reading the article, it says after many rounds of rules targeting those that do not have the juice, the chamber musician's new life is unrecognizable from the old. Claudio Ronco once performed all over Europe, but now he can't even board a plane. He can't check into a hotel, eat at a restaurant, or get a coffee at a bar. Most important, he can't use the water taxis needed to get around Venice, his home for 30 years, a loss of mobility that recently prompted him to gather up two of his prized cellos, lock up his Venetian apartment, and retreat with his wife to a home owned by his in-laws 1 hour away in the hills. "Quote unquote isolation," Ronco called it, on the fourth day in a row that he hadn't left the house. At this complicated stage of the pandemic, the lives of those that do not have the you-know-what, people are in a major influx, at the mercy of decisions made everywhere from courts to workplaces. But their lives are changing most dramatically in a handful of countries in Western Europe, including Italy, where governments are systematically reducing their liberties while beginning to return the rest of society to a state of normalcy. Okay, so and once again, this is what we've been saying all along. Okay, that this is a new system being put in place. That the old world is passing away, and the new one, which is the NWO, okay, the beast system, or should I say the new beast system, because there's already a beast system in place, but the one that's coming, that's going to be the complete beast system. All right, so like I said, if you're not down with Esau, if you're not going to bow down to him, then he's gonna do away with you, in so many words. All right, he's gonna make life hard on you. Okay, but and this is another thing, okay, because brothers, you know, you got some Israelites out there teaching that, you know, Esau is gonna come and grab you up and poke you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not gonna be like that, because this is gonna be a choice that you're gonna have to make. This is how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set it up. It's not gonna be to where Esau is gonna come and stick you stick you up with the juice, by force. No, it's not gonna be like that. This is gonna be a thing where it's gonna be your own decision, your own choice to go ahead and side with this man. You see? So, at the end of the day, you're making a decision whether you're gonna side with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and suffer for righteousness, be separated from this world, or align yourself with Esau and be comfortable in whatever he's gonna have set up. You see, but those that are faithful, those that are righteous, we're gonna suffer for righteousness' sake. If when it comes to that, for the sake of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so hey, that's that separation. That's that division. All right, Esau definitely knows what he's doing. Okay. And while regular testing until recently was permitted as an alternative to the what, even that option has now been largely removed as countries harden their mandates. For people like Ronco, the choice is to get inoculated or face exclusion. Okay, which like I just said, be down with the beast or you're gonna be without. You're gonna be asked out. Okay? Be with the beast or have to live a life of solitary confinement, basically away from everything. All right? So hey, this is what it's coming to. You see? So if you love this world, then you're gonna do anything to continue to be in this world. Okay? When your job calls and says that listen, you're gonna have to get the what in order to continue to be employed. If you love this world, then you're gonna go ahead and do whatever they want you to do. All right, not even knowing what you're really doing. You see, you just think it's something innocent, like, oh, it's just juice. You know what I'm saying? But they've never came out and pushed anything. They've never come out and pushed anything like they pushing this. So that should just give you a red flag. But I ain't gonna say too much on that because y'all know how YouTube is. But yeah, man, this that separation. All right, this is that separation. The hour of temptation. All right. So let me see. Ronco 66 knows some people who have relented, including a fellow musician with 3 kids and a mortgage. He knows others who are scrambling for hard to get medical exemptions, but Ronco, an Orthodox Jew and a specialist in 18th century music who tends to distrust the trends of the masses, figures this is an instance when he can try to withstand the mounting pressure. His savings are thinning, but not gone. His children are grown. His wife, Emanuela Voza, a fellow cellist, also not feels as he does. So day after day, his resistance has continued. A musician who once played at Milan's famed La Scala has been instead working alongside Voza, editing records. Okay, so basically, what they've done to him is they're making an example out of this guy. Okay, basically saying, listen, Esau basically putting it out there like, hey, listen, if you're not going listen to me, if you're not going to do my will, then this how you're going to be living. Okay, you're going to be excluded from society. Okay, and a lot of Edomites, a lot of Edomites. Okay, and this is an imposter Jew right here. All right, this is not the real Jew, man. This guy is an imposter. Okay, but even the small hats. Okay, even the small hats that live in some of these areas. All right, even they are going to be ousted. Okay, so Esau don't give a damn. Okay, Esau doesn't care who you are, whether you Edomite or whether you're a Jake or whatever, man. He don't care. If he needs full compliance from you, okay, he needs full compliance in order for him to allow you into his society. Okay, and this is what we've been saying all along. All right, so get rid of that, and let's jump into this one. This is an ABC News article. In Greece, older people now face monthly fines. All right, so now they fining people. All right, If you ain't got the thing, they're gonna be finding your ass, man. All right. So let's see. So this is in Athens, Greece. Greece Monday imposed a juice mandate for people over 60 as coverage remains below the European Union average and a recent spike in infections has sustained pressure on hospitals. Older people failing to get juice will face penalties starting at a €50 50 so that's $57 US fine in January and followed by a monthly fine of €100 after that. All right. So hey, Esau is coming down with great wrath. Okay. Draconian measures, unrighteous decrees, man. About two-thirds of Greece's 10.7 million population is currently fully you know what. The EU average is just over 70%. The rate of death and daily hospitalization Slovakia has increased following the recent spread of the Omarion variant through pressure on ICU capacity has eased slightly. Okay, so let's see. It says the mandate for over 60s was announced in late December, and according to government data, some 41.5% of the 530,000 people targeted by the measure are now fully you know what. Okay, so a lot of people are folding and will fold in the future. Okay, so even the people that's holding out now, guess what? When this food is gone, when the government assistance, when the unemployment is gone and stuff really gets real out in the real world, people are gonna bend. People are gonna bow down to the beast. People are gonna say, yo, like this isn't even worth it anymore. Cause they don't understand where this all is going. They're just seeing it like, they have to fight for something. But it doesn't matter if you fight or not because what I'm saying, you have to understand like the time that we're in now. This is not an option. Okay, this right now is a test. All right, this right now is a test to find out where you stand. And majority of people have already failed that test. Okay, you have a lot of so-called Christians out here that as soon as the juice came out, they ran and took it. You know, they ran and rolled up. You know what I'm saying? They went ahead and took it. Okay, so this is a test, man. And if you took this, then you're gonna get the MOTB. When it comes, the majority of people don't even know what the MOTB is. All right. So, hey, man, you just have to be circumspect because this damn devil, man, it's coming down with great wrath. And he's very subtle with his methods. Okay. But very soon to come, he's not gonna be subtle. Okay. He's gonna come and just put it in your face and say, listen, take this or else. Okay, which is what he's saying now, but it's not as hardcore of a threat. Okay, now he's just slightly taking things away. All right, but when he says that that you can't make payments on your mortgage anymore unless you got the juice, or if you can't go to the grocery market anymore unless you got juice, unless you can't buy a car, and what I'm saying, when it comes down to stuff like that, yo, people gonna bug out. All right, people gonna fold, man. And this the last article. Then we're gonna pull some precepts and close it out. Okay, this is from CNN. The title is Europe's loud, rule-breaking, unjust minority are falling out of society. Okay, so it says, but somewhere along the pandemic's long and tortuous road, which saw his native Switzerland imposing first one lockdown, then another, and finally introducing juice certificates, Raimondi decided he had enough. Now he leads Mass of All, one of Europe's largest youth-orientated anti-juice passport groups. Because he has chosen not to get juiced, student and part-time supermarket cashier Raimondi is for now at least locked out of much of public life. which that's coming to the States. Okay, and that's already happening in some areas. Okay, like New York, LA. Most of these blue states have taken these extreme measures. Okay, to where you cannot go to the gym or go out to eat or travel to certain locations unless you have this passport. Okay, but very soon this is going to come nationwide to Babylon the Great. All right, so it says because he is chosen. Okay, he is so. Well, here you go. Without a certificate, he can no longer complete his degree or work in a grocery store. He is barred from eating in restaurants, attending concerts, or going to the gym. Okay, so is this really about people's health and safety? Is this really about, so-called protecting your fellow man? Is this really what it's about? We all know the answer. It's very clear what the answer is, all right? And if you love the truth, if you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you're gonna open your eyes, see what these devils are really doing. Okay, and it's not hard to see. It's not hard to make out what the end goal is of all of these measures that are being put in place. And these things are only going to increase. All right, since this thing has started, they've only gone forward with the agenda. They haven't pulled back at all. Now, there's been times where Esau's a damn devil. Okay, so there's going to be times where he's going to raise it up, then he's going to kind of drop it off for a little bit to make it seem like things aren't that bad. Okay, and that's a tactic that he commonly uses, man. All right, sometimes he goes full force, then he kind of lays low on the laws and the legislations and certain measures. Then when he decides that the time is right, then he puts these things back in place, and he amps them up even more. All right, just like really over the summer, over last summer, it was it was pretty much lax on a lot of these laws and stuff. Like you didn't have to wear a mask, you didn't have to, people wasn't asking for juice and all. But once this Omarion came back out, okay, that's when things started to pick back up. You see? So, Esau sometimes he'll put his foot on the gas, sometimes he'll take it off. Put his foot on the gas again, take it off. You know what I'm saying? But because when he takes the foot off the gas, people go back to sleep. So you're not paying attention to still what he's doing behind the scenes until you hear something major. Then you're like, damn, like where the hell did that come from? You know? But you have to be aware of the devices of Satan. All right? Have to be aware of what this damn devil got going on. Okay, it says people without a certificate like me, we are not a part of society anymore. He said, we're excluded. We're like less valuable humans. Okay, and that's anyone that will not bow down to the image of the beast. Okay, you're going to be looked at as an outcast. All right, by majority of the world, people are going to scoff and scorn at you because you won't go along with the agenda, because you won't bow down to the beast. Okay, just like Daniel, Hananiah, and Mishael. Okay, when they was in ancient Babylon. Okay, when they was in ancient Babylon, and Nebuchadnezzar came and said, "Bow down to the image, or I'm gonna throw you in the fiery furnace." Majority of the other people of the other nations that was there, they bowed down to the image, but only those three men did not bow down. Okay, so they were pretty much sentenced to death. Okay, but what happened? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai appeared in the midst of the fiery furnace and delivered those three men because they had faith unto the death. Okay, so they didn't go along with the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go along just to get along. Okay, they kept their integrity unto the end, even if it meant death. All right, so that's how we have to be in these times. Okay, stand strong in our integrity, stand strong in our faith. Okay, and as the pandemic has moved into its third year and the Omarion variant has sparked a new wave of cases Governments around the world are still grappling with the challenge of bringing the virus under control. Okay, one of the most powerful weapons is their armories, have been available for a year, but a small vocal minority of people, such as Raimoldi, will not take them. Okay, let's see. So it says, we will not allow a tiny minority of unhinged extremists. You see that? So they're saying that people that do not want the you know what are extremists. Okay, and that's what they're going to do in Babylon the Great America. So you have to look at Europe to get an idea of what they're going to bring to the States, because Europe is really, Europe and Australia, those are really the testing grounds of the elites before they bring these things unto Babylon the Great. Okay, the only reason why they didn't do these things at Babylon the Great straight away is because people have guns and they know that these Babylonians are crazy, so they have to coerce you into it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas over here in the EU and in Australia, they're pushing these harsh measures right away because people don't have, people are not armed. Okay, the government has all of the weapons. All right, so people really have no way to fight back. All they can really do is protest. All right, but when push comes to shove, and you know what I'm saying, Esau is gonna withhold certain things. All that protesting is gonna come to an end. Okay, F the government is not gonna be the sentiment. Then it's gonna be, well, you know what? Let's just comply. Okay, majority of these people are gonna fold, man. Okay, so it says, so he is targeting the violent fringes of the anti, movement. Okay, so they've also been labeled as violent. Okay, so that's that's this damn devil using his witchcraft. Okay, he just throws these words out there, so you know that when you see people like this, that are against his agenda, that you're gonna associate these words unto these people. Okay, extremists, violent, domestic terrorists. Okay, these are words that he's gonna use to describe anyone that is against his system. Okay. Okay, so it says passports have been in place for months to gain entry to hospitality venues in much of the EU. But as Delta and Omicron infections have surged and inoculation rollouts have stalled, some governments have gone farther. Austria imposed Europe's first lockdown for the you know what and is scheduled to introduce mandatory shots from February 1st. There it is. This devil coming down with great wrath. All right. Great wrath that Esau Edom is coming with. Okay, starting with the elites. Okay, they're the ones that's pushing all of these unrighteous decrees. All right, they are the ones that are prescribing these grievous mandates. Okay, prescribing these grievous laws. All right, Germany has banned no juice from most areas of public life, and the country's health minister Karl Lauterbach warned in December that without mandatory you know what, I do not see us managing further waves in the long term. And France's President Emmanuel Macron last week told a Parisian newspaper that he, quote unquote, really wants to piss off the no juiced. Okay, so this is ultimately what they're trying to do. Okay, they are trying to make the life of people that do not want the procedure so hard to the point that you're just going to become frustrated and just give in. Okay, this is ultimately what they want. All right, they just want to wear people out. All right, we're going to keep doing it until the end, he said. This is the strategy. Okay, so these devils are telling you what their strategy is. They're going to keep pushing these mandates until people just ultimately just put their guard down and just give in. Okay, and like I keep saying, from here on out, the mandates are only going to get more and more severe, more and more draconian and unrighteous. Okay, from here on out, believe that. All right, and that's according to prophecy. All right, all right. So that's enough with these articles. Let's go ahead and get the precepts. Okay, so this is Matthew 12 verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. So in this time right now, you have Edomite against Edomite. Okay. You have those that are protesting the rollout of these mandates, and then you have those that are forcing these mandates. Okay. And then even on a smaller level, you have the juiced against the unjuiced. Okay. Which that's dividing families in and of itself. Okay. That's literally tearing families apart, separating people. Okay. And it's literally to the point now where if you don't have the procedure, certain family members don't even want you around. They don't even want you in their presence if you don't have the procedure. Okay, and and that's also again causing the love of many to wax cold. Okay, but this is all due to Esau's witchcraft. All right, this is all due to his enchantments through the media. Okay, through his news, through his rhetoric. Okay, this is what's causing that division. But as it says, how shall then his kingdom stand? So if Satan, don't the scriptures say how can two walk together lest they be agreed? Okay, so if Esau is against Esau, then how can they be agreed? How is their kingdom going to continue and stand if they can't even come together and unite on a common cause? Okay, because right now it's nothing but back and forth in the house of Esau. Okay, you have the people against the government, people against the procedure. Okay, people against mandates. They're just against the government in general. Okay, you even have Edomites in America, you know, approving of violence against the government. Okay, so that lets you know the civil war is also brewing. Okay, that there's going to be a civil war in Babylon the Great. All right, and then after that is going to come World War III. You see, so all hell is about to break loose in this place. All right, and hey, we keep telling you, keep driving home the point that these things are not going to slack any longer. That these things are coming. 2022 is the year that things are turning up. Okay, things are getting more and more drastic in 2022, and this is what we're seeing. All right, Second Ezra, the 16th chapter. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Okay, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is bringing great destruction, mourning, and sadness, okay, upon Babylon the Great, and really upon the entire earth, upon all the nations, because this is the time that their rulership is at an end. Okay, this is the time that the righteous rulership of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, under Yahweh Shai, okay, is set to be set up upon the earth. Okay, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Okay, so basically, when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is bringing judgment upon the earth, these things are not going to return. Okay, these things are not going to just go away, but these things are going to, accomplish what they've been set out to accomplish. Okay, plagues, the sword, okay, fire. Okay, these things are what the Heavenly Father is sending upon this earth to punish these nations. And why is the Most High doing this? He's doing this for the sake of his people, for the sake of the Israelites, okay? For the sake of the elect, first and foremost. All right. Did the Most High not say that um, uh, that he shall shorten the days for the sake of the elect, for the elect's sake, that he shall shorten the days? Okay. So hey, things are turning up. All right, things are turning up. And things are happening very, very fast, but it's all to deliver the elect, okay, and to punish the wicked, okay, to punish the nations. All right. All right. So any man drive away and hungry, okay. Verse 7. Verse Salakia. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Do y'all hear what the scripture is saying? Okay. So hey, the Lord is to be feared. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is to be feared. He's a terrible power. Okay. He's the king of terrors, man. All right. You don't want no smoke with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And best believe that he's bringing it in his time. Okay. And many people are going to mourn. Many people are going to be uncertain of what the outcome is going to be because they have no knowledge of the scriptures. Okay, they do not have the Rakakadash. Okay, so therefore many will perish. Okay, majority, you have to keep in mind that majority of these people upon the earth are not going to make it. Okay, especially this year. Okay, there's going to be massive death. Okay, a lot of people are going to die this year, 2022. Okay. Proverbs 24:19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. Okay, so don't be afraid of Esau Edom. Okay, don't be afraid of the advances that this man is bringing unto the earth. Okay, because at the end of the day, Esau is just a man. Okay, Esau is not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so Esau can only do but so much to you. All he can really do is put you to death. Okay, exclude you from his society. Take your little job from you. Okay, take away food. All right, but hey, man live not by bread alone. Okay, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh. Okay, so if he take the food away, there it is. Okay, we are not to be of this world. Okay, we are to come out of the world that we partake, not of her sins. Okay, so hey, the scriptures already tell us that we are to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that we are not to fear men. Okay, that we are not to fear their unrighteous decrees or their harsh sayings. Okay, because really they have no power over us because we have the word. Okay, we have the scriptures, which is the sword, to combat them. Okay, keep in mind that this is a spiritual battle. Okay, that we war not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high Salakia, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so ultimately, man, we are not to fret ourselves of evil men. Okay, and be thou envious not. Salakia says, neither be thou envious at the wicked. Okay, so we do not envy the things of this world. Okay, we do not envy the wicked things that these people have. Okay, we trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that's the end all be all to the death. And Lord willing, we all stay in that spirit. All right. This is the last precept, James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Okay. So in all of this, okay, no matter what trial or no matter what temptation that you're gonna have to go through, whether it be losing your job, losing your woman, okay, maybe not even seeing your kids for a while, okay, all of these things are gonna come to try your faith. Okay, all of these things are gonna come to try you. Okay, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to see if you are worthy of their crown. Okay, because it's already promised that if we endure until the end, that we shall receive the crown of life. Okay, so this is what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has promised unto those that are faithful. You know, this is what he has promised unto us that will endure till the end for his name's sake. You know, for those of us that will suffer for his name's sake. Okay, so you gotta keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, because a lot of stuff in this world will take you away from that. Okay, but hey, you know what I'm saying? We all gotta have tunnel vision and continuously pray without ceasing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua keep us in the spirit of being against this world. Okay, did he keep us in the spirit of being in rebellion unto Esau? Okay, being in rebellion unto, the wicked vibration that this world has to offer. Okay, because hey, if we endure till the end, hey, we promise that crown of life. All right. So hopefully that lesson was edifying through the spirit called Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Peace and blessings to all the Akim and the Aquat out there diligently listening and learning, pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth. And until next time, Lord willing, I say Shalom unto the elect.